right, here we are, getting ready to take on this job. All right. Here's the plan. That footing is not big enough, and that beam is sagging. So I'm going to build a big form right there, and we're going to re-stabilize this and lift that beam. So let's get to it. All right, first thing, gotta cut some lumber. What we're gonna do, we're gonna cut some 2x10. This form is gonna be 4 feet wide by 8 feet long. We've got some 12-foot boards here. These 8 feet. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to need a couple of tools to put all this together. The first thing is that we are going to need a hammer drill to drill some holes in the concrete to put some rebar in. So we're going to get a ½ inch bit. here. Now I have this corded hammer drill, which it works great. It's worked for me for 25 years, but since I don't want to drag a bunch of cords down there, we're going to use the cordless version. So we'll get that ready. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, so the idea here is that I'm going to have some rebar drilled into the existing footing and then frame up the new footing with the rebar all tied up, and then pour a new footing that will support this better, because right here needs to come up probably close to 1 inch. So I'm going to drill 2 holes in each side of this, and yeah, here we go. Okay, got it done. Now it's time to get some rebar in here, so let's go cut it. Okay, so now the fun starts. We're going to cut some rebar. For that, we're going to go safety first. Get some safety glasses on. Probably could have worn these when I was cutting the wood, but you know, I got 2 eyes. I could lose one. I'm going to put gloves on because I just don't like getting rebar metal and junk all over my hands, my soft hands. So we'll get some gloves on, and then we'll go get some rebar. All right, we got a pile of rebar here, and we're going to go ahead and cut it. Now, some people get Ferris cutting wheels to cut metal. I like this one better. It might not cut quite as fast, but it's a lot nicer than a whole bunch of Ferris material thrown off in your face while you're cutting. So anyway, that's what we're going to use. Okay, so the existing footing is 2 feet by 2 feet. We're going to build the form 4 feet wide, which means I've got enough room to have about 1 foot sticking out. Actually, we're going to do about 10 inches. I'm going to cut 1 foot off of these, put 2 inches or so into the existing concrete, and then that'll leave me 3 feet left over to stick out the ends that go the long ways. Again, about 3 feet. But we're going to be sticking into the existing footing a little bit, so that works. So just going to go like this. Doesn't have to be exact, so about there we should do. All right, so here we go. All right, we got them. So the rest of the rebar we're going to tie together in different ways across the footing to give it some additional support, but that's all we've got to cut. Now it's time to go pound those in. And make sure got our trusty hammer. Alrighty, so form going this way. So we're going to pound these in, the short ones on the short side here. Okay, it's time to get the forms. Let's get them down here. Okay, now to get this wood down there. And I don't feel like carrying it, so I'm going to draw on the magic of film. And hey, it worked. Let's go see if it's actually there. Okay, well, I'm here, and the wood isn't, so I guess we'll have to try some more camera magic again. So let's give it a go. All right, let's keep going. All right, 2 more to go. And very good, but I'm gonna need my screws and my drill gun, so I better go get them. Hey, wait a minute. Let's give this a try. Perfect. And the screws. Okay, we're ready to go. So now I just need to put these together, and I'm just gonna drill them together with some 3-inch screws. So temporary form here, so these ought to do just fine. And basically, since I cut these 4 feet and 8 feet, we're just gonna put the corners together with the 4 foot on the inside, 8 feet on the outside. Doesn't really matter. So just so long as we have a form put together for the concrete to go in. I think that's all we're after. Now, why did I just use magic to put these together, you say? Well, in my experience, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. And I don't trust magic. All right, all screwed together. Woohoo! Looking pretty good. All right. Now I gotta haul the rest of the rebar down here. But of course, we're gonna use magic, so. All right. Sorry I said I didn't trust you, magic. Come on. I guess I gotta carry it myself. All right, well, I guess I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I, myself, went and got these. Magic didn't help. So we're going to take the rebar, we're going to put it in here, and then tie it together. And if any of you feel like tying rebar together, there's a cool little product, bar ties. Okay? Makes life super easy, especially if you go ahead and get the right tool. This fancy little thing. Okay? This is really cool. So you take a bar tie and pull one of these off of here. You just wrap it around crossways, put the loop together, and then you just spin this around and it ties it off. So just like that. Probably wasn't that easy to see there, so let me see if we can get a better shot. Okay, we got a little bit of light on the subject, so again we just wrap it around. We want to line those loops up a little bit just so this can go through. And then you just spin this around. You don't want to spin it too far or it'll actually break the wire. But there you go. And we just keep on tying and tying. We need to get these all tied together. So probably cue the time lapse. Okay, that's it. We got it all tied up and it's ready to pour concrete in. So I'm gonna fast and pray and hope that I can get the magic back, because I really don't want to mix concrete over there and haul it all the way over here and dump it in here 64 times, sorry. That's what the calculations come out. 64 bags, 50-pound bags of concrete to fill this up. So wish me luck.